Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I mean, the paint. Look at this.
Ready?
Just slap the coating on. Just slap it on. It is 17 degrees out. How are we going to wash this vehicle and get it ready for ceramic coating? Well, I'm going to show you step by step, and I'm going to have to go quickly, so let's get started. First off, I'm going to pre-soak it with APS. This is a salt and calcium dissolver type of solution. So this stuff is great for anyone in the Northeast or anyone who's dealing with snow and salt on the road. It dissolves that. So this is our pre-wash. I'm going to foam that on, let it dwell, and then we're going to hit the tires and the wheels and the wheel wells and the door jambs also. And then we're going to pull it in and rinseless wash it with Clean's Rinseless Wash. Now this is pretty salty. It's pretty gross. And the paint, well, it's pretty bad. We're going to have to do not a full paint correction, but definitely our paint enhancement, which is included in this service anyway, and reducing these horrible swirls and also these buffer trails from somebody hitting it with a rotary polisher. But you know, with some jobs, some you win, some you lose, and well, not really losing on this one, but it's definitely going to take some time to make this paint look decent. We're not going for perfection, but we're going for at least 50% or better. So we're bundled up. We're kind of delaying here because it's so cold out. Let's get going. Now I'm going to fill up the foam cannon with a few ounces of the APS soap. This is from Oberk. If you're curious about this, I have links down below. Go and check it out. I'm putting a good amount in there because I want to really foam this thing down and let it soak for as long as I can. And yeah, it's probably going to freeze on there a little bit, but the water I filled in here is hot water, as hot as I could take with my hands. And I'm also going to fill up my wheel bucket with hot water and then get to cleaning the wheels. That's frozen. Well, camera died as I was doing the wheels and the rest of it, but couldn't stop. Had to get this thing done and pull it in. All right, it's pre-washed. Now we're gonna do the rinseless wash. I'm gonna put a few ounces of this. Let's see, how much do I put in here? It's 256 to 1. So 1 ounce to 2 gallons of water. So it's a 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna probably fill it up to 4 gallons or so, 2 ounces. That smells good. I want to. Wow. That did it.
Washed it in awesome job.
It really did. Like, I'm very impressed. Should I just dry it and start polishing? No. Wheels look really good. What are you doing, fatty? And even down here, look how well that stuff dissolved all that salt. We have damage here. This is a 2023. All right, that's about 4 gallons. I have 2 of the DIY wash sponges. Now I'm gonna mix the solution. Nice hot water. And I'm also gonna fill up this little container and use this to spray on. This is a pretty easy process. All I do is spray each section, or I'll spray the whole thing basically and let it start to dissolve dirt. Oh man, that is so bad. It's so gritty.
Is it?
Yeah, you feel the paint? It's really bad. Oh yeah. Nope. No cake. No cake for you. Wow, there's barely any dirt coming off on the sponge.
Big mess.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Weird. It's not, yeah, it's definitely some sort of a weird overspray or something because it's not a ton coming off on the clay. At least you can't see it. Now, I've heard some detailers say that rinseless washing is the best and safest and kind of the new way to wash vehicles, and that using a shampoo is outdated. I find that kind of funny. Makes absolutely no sense, but it's a statement that I hear a lot of detailers actually say. Using a car shampoo is not outdated. That doesn't make sense. I know. There's lots of people making their arguments as to why rinseless washing is superior or whatever. It's not. It's just a different method. That's all. It's just another way. It's not the best way, and it's not going to take over using a regular car shampoo. Never will. It's just a different option. That's all. So don't get caught up in that, because that's silly, and that's rule making. Don't do that. It's just another option. That's it. I don't know what these are on the roof. I can't tell if it's like artillery fungus or I think it's artillery fungus. I can't tell.
Dust nibs.
Dust nibs? Oh. Oh, probably.
That's why there's overspray.
Once we start polishing, it's going to reveal everything.
That could be sap.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, there's definitely something up there. It's definitely something.
Oh.
Definitely something. Some sort of thing. You do the whole back?
Yep.
And clay it?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yep, feels good. Oh, wait. License plate area just needs a teeny bit more. Man, it's so bad. Oh, look at that. I found some tape lines. Yeah.
This is actually blue.
Uh-huh. It's a beautiful color. If they'd treated it right.
Well, this is nice. Helps with the drying.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what a towel does.
Yes, that's what a towel does. It helps with drying.
The solution.
Yes, the towel is the solution to drying. Oh, I can't put that up. Stupid design. Come on, guys. Why do they do that? It actually ruins this all the time because people try to force it up. That's what. Wow, this thing is so scratched up. Why? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I mean, the paint. Look at this.
Ready?
Just slap the coating on. Just slap it on. This is bad. For 2023, this is the worst paint I've ever seen. Not only does it have really bad like car wash swirls, but it's got a lot of like weird etching from possibly sap and who knows what else. It's in really bad shape, and I can't really perform too much of a miracle here because this needs more than just polishing or even just paint correction. There's sections that were repainted badly that I can't do anything about. Lots of compound dust that I think was actually clear coated over or something. I don't know. There's some stuff on here that I just can't do anything about. So let's just try to make it look as best as we can. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from this one. All right, I have an idea to speed things up. Instead of doing multiple passes with the same thing, I'm going to get a microfiber and cut all the heavy stuff. Just do it and then go back over it with 45 quickly, because this is just, it's so bad. It's just not working. Okay, it's making an improvement, but it is extremely bad. I'm going to try to get these straight line marks out of here as much as possible, because that's just the most distracting and the worst looking part of it. And we went over this with NSP 150, which is their heavy compound, and it did kind of leave a haze. It did okay as far as removing some of the defects, but that's only an orange medium pad. So I'm grabbing a couple of compounds, and I'm going to attack it and get rid of those heavy defects as fast as I can, and then wifey will come back and finish it down with NSP 45 to prime it. You don't have to do a panel wipe in between. That has abrasives and cleaners in it that will take care of that. So this will polish and prime all in one step. All right, that is much better. It's hazy from the compounding step, but that will refine really nicely. All right, let's continue with that. I'm going back and forth between the DA coarse, which seems to be dusting on me, and the D300 correction compound. This is an easier wipe off. I'm probably going to continue with this.
More?
I don't think so. So the paint looks so much better, but it is by no means perfect, or, well, let's just say it needs a lot more than what we can do here because it needs repainting. It's had already badly repainted panels, and I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So we're just trying to do our best here and make it look really nice without going overboard or without doing things that we really can't do anyway. So it is what it is with these types of jobs, but I think you'll agree it's glossy. The paint looks much, much better. I'm gonna say safely 50+% better than it was. And the coating is going to at least make it easier to clean, bring out the gloss, make it slick, and overall make this car look so much better. Now I'm using XOV5, and I'm also using some new towels, well, new to me towels. These are actually from Suds Lab. Really awesome, fluffy orange towels. They are amazing. Now I don't know if these are out yet, but I'll put a link in the description when they are available. Go check them out for yourself because these are amazing. And Suds Lab really tries to make these affordable. So microfiber towels can just be outrageous, the prices on them, because it's a throwaway type of product. You know, you use them a couple of times and they'll get to the point where you can't use it on, you know, nice polished paint, and maybe you can use it on other grungy things, but microfibers can get really, really expensive, and I find that kind of ridiculous because they shouldn't be. But these are reasonably priced. Now, if you're not familiar with G-Technic's coatings, to me, they are the easiest to apply. Crystal Serum Light and XOV5. So simple. And the results are just incredible. These are by far my favorite coatings, and the ones that we use the most on customers' vehicles. I get a lot of companies that send me their coatings, but I don't know them. I can't use them on vehicles that we're not going to see again. I think we'll see this one anyway, but I don't know. I trust these coatings because I've been using them for so long that I am going to use these predominantly for my customers' vehicles. They get good results all the time. I'm never concerned about these coatings not performing. Now you may have noticed that, well, we did a little bit more than usual on this vehicle. And that's just because this is actually a regular customer of ours that got this vehicle, and we've been maintaining her other vehicle for 2, maybe 3 years now. And they got this vehicle and they wanted the same service done on it. But, well, this one needed a lot more work. So we did a little extra. We went a little more to make sure that the paint looked really, really nice. Again, we didn't go so overboard that it cost us more time and expense to do. We had the time and we had the ability to get it done within a reasonable amount of time. We have the whole day anyway. So that's just kind of our call. Now, some may say, well, why not just go full paint correction anyway? Just go as far as you can go for the customer. That's totally up to you. That's your call to make for your business. With the paint being this bad and also having repainted portions of the vehicle, I'm not going to go any further than I need to with this because already it's kind of high risk. There's parts of this vehicle that need to be repainted. The roof needs to be repainted, the hood needs to be repainted, and I mean, other parts of the vehicle that it's just so bad and there's not much I can do. I can improve it and make it look much better. You know, that's kind of a call that you make for your own business. And you know, it's something here on social media that you do see a lot of detailers will show cars like this and then show, you know, the perfect results. They compound it, they polish it, they get it pretty much perfect, and it's like a rescue, you know, type of video. I mean, do they really explain all of the details that go into that, like who the customer is, what they're wanting, what they're paying, the time that it took to do that, or was it just for the sake of the video, you know, and social media that it looks really, really nice, or kind of an advertising thing, you know, they want more of those types of customers, so then maybe, you know, you do this one at a lower cost or free or whatever, and in hopes that you'll get customers that will see that and they want that, and now you know, you have a set high price for that service. I really don't know. Maybe that's the case, maybe it's not, I don't know. But what you see on social media is not always reality, especially when you see these incredible, drastic changes in the vehicle. Yeah, sure, that might be what they're doing to the vehicle, but they're not giving you all the information as far as actually running a real detailing business. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That there's that fine line as far as what you show on social media for your business and what you actually do. Because if we were to do full paint corrections all the time, despite what the customer wants or needs or whatever, and we just always do it, and we put all this time and work into it, and only charge a minimal amount because we don't want to charge the customer that much, but we want to do, the most amount of work. You charge here, but you do this amount of work. That's not smart business. Do you know what I mean? So it's a social media thing. And that has really clouded the minds of a lot of detailers. And I know, I keep talking about it. I keep harping on it. But it is a thing that a lot of detailers just really get stuck on. And unfortunately, it can ruin, this amazing community of detailers and really cloud the minds of new detailers who want to do this work. They see all this amazing work. They see these amazing, transformations, and they're like, that's what I want to do. How do I do that? And can I make money doing that? Like actual good money, living wages and then some. And the answer to that question is maybe. It kind of depends on a lot of things, but maybe. But are you going to want that type of work all the time? Because it's time consuming, and polishing like that will take a toll on your body. Do you want those types of jobs? Or do you want jobs where you're doing, easier paint enhancements that you're not spending hours and hours and hours and hours polishing, but you're getting really good results, good enough for daily drivers, and then coating it. And the car looks amazing. But if any other detailer were to look at it with lights and a fine-tooth comb, they would just tear it apart. They would pick it apart like crazy and then basically call you a hack. I think you know what I'm talking about. There's some parts of the vehicle that I just can't do anything with. All around this handle, it's just all chewed up and badly painted. I can't do anything about that. But if some other elite detailer were to come up here and look at this, they'd be like, why didn't you fix that? Why don't you have, a body shop or come in here and fix that? Have a relationship with some body shop and then fix that for the customer. At whose cost? Mine? What are you talking about? That's the type of thing that I'm, constantly kind of dealing with people. And I know it's a social media thing. I don't deal with it like in real life, in person, but think about that. If those types of people on social media were to show up at your door and look at your work and examine your work, what type of people would they be? Would they pick it apart without asking you any questions, without any inquiry? They simply just barrage you. I mean, already that just sounds ignorant, and there's no intelligence there at all. It's just bullying and kind of just picking on you and picking on things without really even knowing the full story at all. Social media and business don't really go together at all in any type of sense of reality. Social media is just advertising and sometimes just silliness. That's all it is. But a lot of that you really have to discern. You got to use your thinking ability and discern your way through it, because there's so much garbage on social media, so much false advertising, misinformation, and just fake stuff. How do you get through all of that? You got to use your brain, you got to use discernment, and don't believe everything you hear and see. Once you find someone who can actually talk you through the logic of it, stick with that person, learn from them. It will help you tremendously.